Duel Review is brought to you by NexusDigitalComics.com.
This week on Duel Review,
Ninja Scroll.
and Tora.
We do the video game Strider, and we start off the week with Marvel Zombies. I'm RJ.
And I'm Nick.
Let's get to it.
Welcome to Monday, August 29th. In the gloom of the zombie apocalypse, out comes Marvel Zombies. Why don't you tell us more about it?
Yeah, Marvel Zombies, just like you say, it's in that vein. We've had this, zombies is the new vampires.
Right, you've got
When
The
we were
Left 4
growing
Dead,
up,
The
it was-
Walking Dead,
Yeah, right.
Marvel Zombies.
Yeah, and Rotten is another comic that's just started not too long ago. And anyway, Marvel Zombies, it's actually a book. I avoided it for a while just because I thought it would be one of those stupid,
Right.
storylines that they just kind of do to try to drum up some interest or something.
And to jump into the fad that's already happening.
And literally it is,
Right.
but I still enjoy it. Well, let's abridge that. I enjoy the Marvel Zombies that have, Hulk and Spider-Man and, even Thor, but seeing all your beloved heroes and even not so beloved heroes and your villains and whatever in zombie form and see how they kind of change face, like Giant Man, Ant-Man, which I never understood, like, when did they change that from Ant-Man to Giant Man? Is it when he's small, he's Ant-Man, and when he's Giant Man?
No. Ant-Man is a different character altogether.
But they're both Pym. I don't understand.
Right. You're right, that is confusing.
Yeah.
Now I'm confused.
Anyway, he becomes kind of a ruthless, horrible person.
Yes, he does.
In Marvel Zombies, and that's actually part of the compelling storyline, which we can't spoil. But, so like I said, I was avoiding it just a little bit. I actually avoided the Civil War, too, just because I didn't know what it was, and I just thought, again, it was some stupid storyline.
Civil War was
Civil
great.
War is brilliant, yeah. And I think Zombies is, too.
Right.
So when they focus on those superheroes and those villains that we all know and love, I love it. There are 3, 4, and 5 zombies, Marvel Zombies 3, 4, and 5. They focus on Morbius and Howard the Duck and Machine Man and Hellstorm and a couple of characters. What is it? Man Thing, right? I don't resonate with these characters. So why would I care if they're in peril from the zombies? I don't know. I just maybe there's a huge following and I'm just missing the point. But,
Well, there is a huge Howard the Duck following.
Yeah, right. I'm not on that bandwagon at all. Actually,
right.
I am on the band. I'd like to ban it. I think it's really stupid. And Lucas's take on that probably ruined my.
I love that one.
Oh, you love the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate the movie.
That was great. Anyway, so you're saying 1 and 2 is good. 1
and 2, and then The Zombie Returns, which is the latest ones. The span from 2005 is when it started. Fantastic Four. There's 3 comic. 21 to 23 of Ultimate Fantastic Four is where it started. Basically, the zombie Fantastic Four, Reed Richards in particular, lures another Dimensions Reed Richards into his space so that he can basically build the transport, the interdimensional transport and hop over to the other world and eat all the people there because they've already run out of all their people in their dimension.
Because they're eating them.
So there is this, right off the bat, this interplay with the whole dimensional thing.
Right.
Which is not as compelling to me. I kind of see it as a cop-out in some sense, but at the same time, it allows things to happen like Wolverine versus Wolverine, like zombie Wolverine versus regular Wolverine. And, Galactus gets involved, which is interesting. The Marvel Zombies
That's the part that I like the
eat
most.
Galactus
Right.
and get his cosmic power. And they're able to hop over the universe, and then they exhaust the universe. They basically eat everybody.
Eat everything, yeah, that's crazy.
And apparently it's an alien virus, and it targets superheroes mostly, but there can be undead normals as well.
Right. I think that the Marvel Zombies ate all the normal peoples.
So, yeah, that storyline, super cool. I think it's cool to see, like, Wolverine, he has his claws, and he goes to swipe at him, and all his flesh rips from his bones.
Yeah, that was fun.
Stuff like that, and like Spider-Man's missing a leg for a while, and it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Howard Duck stuff, they try to really root it in story. Like Morbius wants to get blood sample from an uninfected human. He needs an uninfected human blood sample, and then he needs samples from various zombies in order to make some kind of antivirus or whatever. And it just never gets off the ground for me. They do some time travel stuff, I think. And like, it's just whenever they do that, I just check out. And Machine Man, I don't really know his backstory.
I don't know. I didn't even know there was a Machine Man.
He's okay in that he has like this dry humor, I guess, but he just doesn't do anything for me. And yeah. Anyway, I still think they're fun, even those. Howard the Duck. If you like Howard the Duck, then you probably like this because he has some, quacky remarks and
quacky remarks,
quirky, quacky, whatever.
That's so
bad.
Okay, so yeah, I read.
Bad.
I read.
Okay.
I read the first two books, and I liked them a lot. I was definitely drawn into them. I like the, and even the dynamic that if you go so long, if you're a zombie and if you go so long without eating, suddenly you've kind of overcome that hunger and you can act without it.
Yeah, and that's what they don't realize at first. They're just going, basically eating until their bellies burst.
Right.
And that's the Hulk's problem, is when he eats a whole bunch as a Hulk,
right.
and then he calms down and turns back into Banner.
And then his stomach explodes.
And then he's just like trying to eat it again and just falling out, that whole chestnut. But anyway, yeah, and then, Spider-Man and like Nick Cage, they figure that out.
No, not Nick Cage, Luke Cage.
Luke Cage, yes. They figure that out, that if you wait long enough, the hunger kind of wears off to the point where you can control it a little more.
Right.
But they have done the Zombies Return. Those are the more later ones, 2009-ish, 2008, 9, whatever. There's 5 separate issues. They seem to be disjointed at first, but they all come together at the end. And it is about Spider-Man, who has gone to this next universe where it's going to be taken over by some of the Marvel zombies. And he's trying to synthesize antivirus or whatever to inject the zombified superhumans to stave their hunger. But he has problems himself. He's like, he's really remorseful. He's eaten Mary Jane and Aunt May. And you know that right away, so it's not a spoiler. He's eaten them, and so he feels obviously really bad about that. But anytime he thinks about it, he just like starts drooling and wants to eat because he's like, her blood is so good and whatever, is so sweet and whatever.
Wow, that's gross.
Yeah, so Spider-Man's got this conflict, and he tries to do good, but then he basically eviscerates some of the villains that he comes across. He just can't control it. So anyway,
that's a fun dynamic.
Yeah. So I think it was really fun.
Yeah, I liked when they ate Galactus, gained the superpowers, and ate like an entire living planet and just kept on eating. That was great.
And there's also a Hulk tie-in in those ones I mentioned. When Hulk comes back from space, I forget which
Planet Hulk.
Yeah, when he comes back to battle Pym and Reed and the guys that sent him off. There's an arc, a divergent dimension where he returns to a different Earth. And he gets attacked by zombies. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Hulk World at War, there's an alternate version where he does the zombies. Anyway, yeah, kind of, the lore is kind of hard to follow. I'm not sure where it fits in. They kind of have this habit of new dimension, new Earth. That's why it works.
Yeah. And they don't bother to label it. You just have to look for key, little details that tell you that, like
every once in a while they
suit,
do say Earth 57 or whatever.
But like the suit that Iron Man's wearing, okay, then it's Earth whatever.
Yeah, slightly different, yeah. So say what you want to about that, but it just kind of makes it self-contained, just kind of a fun read. Really has nothing to do with the rest of the universe.
I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Yeah. Okay.
I would recommend it.
Well, that's Marvel Zombies. Yeah, you should go check it out. If you do the Marvel digital comics, most of them are on there.
Yep.
There's spin-offs with Deadpool, Merc with Mouth, and he's part of the head zombie Deadpool head is part of the core, and yeah, I hope they do some more.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I like that they keep bringing it into the other universes, so that it's like a little like side joke almost.
It would be super fun if they did a video game or something, but I don't know how they would do that.
With zombies? Yeah,
they have a couple of figurines as zombified. They have Wolverine and Spider-Man as zombies.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and they might even have Hulk. I would think they'd have Hulk, because Hulk was important in that.
He was.
So anyway, go check it out. You have no excuse not to.
You have a little excuse, like if you're like sick or something. Okay, you have no excuse. No excuse, people.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Go watch it. See it. Read it.
Oh, I was just going to say, I think it's so fun that they took this freedom. Like, if you have beloved property and you're just able to, let's make them zombies or let's make them vampires, or I just think that's so cool that they do that. I'd love to be to the point where I could just be like, let's make them all. I mean, I don't like the ones where they're like, let's make them 8 or teenagers.
Oh yeah, those are kind of
Marvel does a lot.
Yeah, but make them zombies or make them, you know, like stone golems or.
It doesn't. Yeah, evil character. I mean, like, just switch them. Just like, hey, let's make all the good guys bad, all the bad guys good. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll be there at some point. All
right. You gotta be like a word or something.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
There's your word. Huzzah! My head. Bye! We'll see you. There. Tomorrow, the anime Ninja Scroll. So you'll be introducing Marvel Zombies, but first we're gonna do the on today's Duel review, Marvel Zombies. I'm RJ. Let's get to it. And then okay, so today is August 29th.
It is a Monday. You turned me into a zombie once. Why don't you tell that?
It was entertaining. And I got a salad out of it. On today's Duel review, Marvel Zombies. I'm RJ.
And I'm Nick.
Let's get to it. On today's Duel review, Marvel Zombies. Brains. I used to be RJ. Let's get to it. Probably not using that one.
Let's do another one. Okay. I have no idea where I got this shirt from, by the way.
You steal it from a hobo?
I don't know. It's not mine.
I didn't. A young Southern man.
I don't know if I stole it from my father or if I, somehow. It might even be a girl's shirt. I have no idea.
Which side are the buttons on?
Well, it's on the normal side, but
it's in this guy's shirt.
Well, I've seen girl shirts, but well, whatever. Yeah, but again, I have no idea where this shirt came from. No idea.